Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to the arena. Today we're doing a little bit of a tutorial for Theros Beyond Death, and so we're sort of showcasing um, this aura deck that was sort of introduced into Theros, and as far as I remember, Theros or any set that was that is focused around the theme of Theros, the plane, is known to be quite enchantment heavy. So it's not uncommon for a Theros set to have oh, that's right. To have it's not uncommon for a Theros set to have a lot of enchantments included in them. We do have Calyx, which is sort of new for this planeswalker, as a planeswalker for this set. We do have a few announcements. So we've decided, for those of you who are following the MTG books, I've decided there's not really much of a we in this whole team, but hopefully that changes in the future as our channel is progressing. So we've already decided what our next book is going to be, and it's our book reading. It's going to be Theros themed Godsend, which it's an old MTG book that was already published before, but basically it prelude, is that the term? It is a prequel or pre-sequel, or however you want to call it these days, to this Theros Beyond Death set, and it sort of explains how Elspeth got into the underworld of Theros, how what happened to her, why she's there, what events led up to whatever happened, which planeswalker she encounters, and since Theros is very Greek mythology-ish esque, so there will be gods involved and all sorts of that. But anyway, this video is mostly to focus on for new players and probably old ones and the like, for their entertainment, for additional information. This is gonna focus on Theros Beyond Death, this particular set of deck building. It's a deck building 101 form or sortish. A little update to our previous one. Thank you, by the way, for those who have been watching that series, who have been with us this entire time. The channel is growing. Things are happening. I am happy. Things are happening. We're currently at 2,250 subscribers, which previously we were at, when I started playing Magic, or doing this whole Magic thing on YouTube, we only had something like 1,000 something, 500, and now we're up to 2,000, which is great. So keep it coming, and I appreciate that. There are lots of plans. I have a lot of ideas going on. It's just I can't really make things happen yet, but good things are happening. Good things are happening. Anyway, let's go on. So we're calling this, we probably just named it TBD only auras, exclusively because most, or if not all, I think, yeah, all of the cards are exclusively from Theros Beyond Death, as you can see. We don't have any other cards from any other set, but of course it would probably be a lot more balanced if we did, but this is for, for newcomers who are coming into the game, who are probably, wondering, I don't know what kind of I don't know what packs I want to buy. We'll say, well, because I'm a little bit behind on the whole thing, and I really don't understand, like, what is Eldraine? Well, a great set, by the way, probably my favorite as of yet. And then there's M20. We can talk about that later on in a different video, but for now, you probably just want to go on and buy a lot of the Theros cards, invest your coins and your gems into the Theros cards, because it's the latest one and most people are using that now. And you know, if there are some cards that we'll talk about that in a different day. That's a different story. Anyway, so we're going into here, TBD only auras. We've got outside of Life's Bounty, we've got Karametra's Blessing, we've got Sentinel's Eyes, Transcendent Envoy, Destiny Spinner, Bronzehide Lion, Setessan Training, Setessan Champion, Siona, Captain of the Pyleus, Banishing Light, Calyx as a one-off, and a few of these lands. A good investment, by the way, for new players. Always you try to invest into your dual lands, because these are gonna make your deck happen. For cards, you can always find substitutes, you know, with whatever you've got. They're not really that huge, except for they're not really super important unless they're like key factors, unless they're key cards, you know, the cards that actually make your deck. But without, you know, that all of that can't happen without your lands. They just make life a lot easier. They make things, you know, being able to play your cards, play your deck out smoothly, a lot easier. So I really do recommend that you invest in your lands. Start off with 2 colors if you're into like this one, Celestia colors, green, white. Go and invest in these lands, because there are a lot of them, and you usually need a full set, which is 4. Anyway, so let's go into a little bit of explanation, and then we can probably like play test it. I might take a while in this, because explaining these, you know, these things, it kind of takes a while. So in Theros, as I said earlier, enchantment stuff has been quite the thing. They've also included new mechanics like escape in Theros Beyond Death. It's not really new, but it's sort of it's a different feature, and it's being highlighted for Theros Beyond Death. So they've also introduced these constellation mechanics, which is basically they're kind of like anthem effects, but for enchantments. Like when enchantments enter the battlefield, something happens. So that's what sort of it's a synergy between enchantments, and that's the whole concept of Theros Beyond Death here. So yeah. Anyway, firstly, we want enchantment creatures, because enchantments, of course. We want Setessan Champion. Your key cards here are probably going to be Setessan Champion, Setessan Training, the all side life of Life Bounty, and Bronzehide Lion. Everything else, every other like enchantment in here is just added stuff. They will help, but you basically, your core cards will be Setessan Champion, outside of Life's Bounty, Setessan Training, and Sentinel's Eyes, and Bronzehide Lion. Everything else is just supplementary and complementary. So there are a lot of combinations around here that you probably won't get if you're not familiar with the deck. But moving as you keep playing and you learn how to manipulate your cards, you will learn that there's so many combinations that you want to be going on here. We are running 24 land for this deck, which isn't a lot, but you can probably go less, since you do have cards like Transcendent Envoy that reduces the cost of your enchantments, and so you can do a lot of that. And then you do also have like sort of a lot of opportunity for draw. Setessan Training, Setessan Champion also has a draw ability. You've also you have enchantment draw, specific draw from Calyx if you manage to get him down on the board. Siona also has a form of draw, which is an aura. What is it? When you put Siona on the board, you may look at the top 7 cards of your library. So there's lots of draw opportunity in here. Then Destiny Spinner is here basically so that your opponent can't counter your spells and your creatures, because alongside, you know, when you have a theme that is centralized heavily around enchantments, you cut the control decks start to pop out. You know, the decks that have a lot of counter spells and stuff. So those things start to become prominent, as opposed to our last set was Eldraine, and there wasn't a lot of control decks that were prominent. What we had were a lot of mid-range and sacrifice decks. Yeah, a lot of those annoying sacrifice decks. So yes, Calyx is in here as a one-off. Now you might be thinking, why do we have one card that is pretty cool, pretty awesome? I mean, Calyx is a pretty cool guy. It's just he's not very prominent in this meta, but you want him as a one-off because he's not really going to if you have him on the board, you're probably already winning, or if you have to put him on the board, you're probably losing, and you're in a situation where Calyx could probably change the tide for you. So that's why Calyx is there as a one-off. So and he's sort of like a game changer. When your opponent sees that, oh, you're playing these kinds of things, I have to change my strategy, I have to do this, and it affects my decisions. But then I see Calyx, and then something's different, slightly different, not completely, and it sort of puts your opponent off to their guard. That's what you want Calyx to be doing. You can add other planeswalkers in there, maybe Ajani. You have lots of creature cards, you can do that. But Ajani is not Theros. He is not exclusive to Theros. That's why we didn't include him. But if you want, you can. I would suggest Ajani the Great-Hearted, maybe-ish. And then you can even add a little bit of the Ajani Pride Mage, depending on how you want to homebrew your Aura deck. But anyway, yeah. So that is our not so brief intro to this deck that is centralized around Theros Beyond Death. Lucky there. You almost had it. There's a Transcendent Envoy, and I'll take that. It's usually the first thing that goes down. Looks like we're up against a similar deck. We have Calyx early, really early. Okay. Nesian Wanderer. It's a Nesian Wanderer version of. We'll start off with the ramp. We'll put down Shiona. That was a Sentinel's Eyes, but we didn't really need it because we already have one. And these things are escape. They have the escape mechanic, so if the creature it's attached to dies, you can. Why does he get it and we don't? Why does he get the Setessan whatchamacallem and we don't? Okay, that's a land. So some good things are gonna happen because you can put down Allside too. Yeah, so some good things are gonna happen because we have that. Another nice thing about this deck is there aren't a lot of rare cards in it. There are only a few, and they're kind of the core. Actually, the core cards. So, I mean, if you got rare cards in your deck that are the core cards, you might as well just spend. You might as well go for it, right? Okay. So he wants to attack my. That's what it does, right? When Briar Blessing enters the battlefield, enchanted creature fights up to one target enchanted creature you don't control. But is he selecting? Yeah. Why is he selecting my Transcendent Envoy? Yeah, he is. Sorry, pal. Can't allow you to do that. Sorry. Okay, so we have Calyx.
There is so much beyond Theros to explore.
And I will apply it to, I don't know.
Destiny draws me.
I was thinking
return
outside,
to
and then I
your
was like,
place,
nah,
interloper.
maybe not. I kind of, cause you don't want to do it on outside because his ability is way too important. You can always use it to protect your Transcendent Envoy. Transcendent Envoy. English, please, Potch. Say it. Transcendent. All that glitters. Okay. He does have a lot of cards in there. Sure. I do want to do this. See if we can get some. We do have our own All That Glitters, but I think Banishing Light is going to be our number one card here. You gotta take this Season of Growth. I don't trust that untapped land of his, so we're gonna take the yeah. Yep. Kiyomi. Okay, we're starting off with 2 land, which is decent enough. We still don't have the draw ability cards. Kinda sad. We do get Transcendent Envoy. But yes. So we'll start strong with outside, and then we can maybe Transcendent Setessan Envoy, Setessan Training. That's a huge maybe. We get 2. I'm thinking we'll put down the Transcendent Envoy. We'll attack with outside for the heal. He is playing Mono Black, and Mono Black's scary because they do have the destroy stuff. I'm thinking maybe we put down the Setessan Training. Is he going to destroy it? I can outside. Oh, target opponent sacrifices a creature. Ha ha ha. I'm okay with that. We'll have to take goodbye that one. We have another one, so it didn't really matter. That was you can send in the envoy to attack. Interesting. Farika's libation. So he's using sacrifice as a means to I don't think he's gonna have any counter spells, but okay, we'll put down the Bronzehide creature. Boom boom and heal. Always if you can afford it, without your creature dying, if it has heal, always make it attack so that you can heal. Over time, gaining that 1 HP over time will do wonders for you. Yeah, we'll put this on the Transcendent Envoy, because that seems to be the only thing important here. Boom boom boom. And more heal. My opponent, what happened? What happened there, Miss Negashane? Huh. This is a mulligan. Probably better. I feel so hesitant to take out the Death Spinner, but if I don't, then we don't have enough for the Setessan Champion. That means turn 3. You know, turn 2 Setessan Destiny Spinner is not so bad, because the champion is turn 3 at best. I guess the land is, yeah. I'm gonna have to take a risk on that. Yeah, okay. Outside Turn 2, we can put down the Season of Growth, so that every time we put down a creature... Yeah, I think a turn 2 Destiny Spinner will have to be the thing for us here. Shock, maybe? Actually, I'm not... what's he gonna... You know what? Sure. If he has Shock, so what? Because the alternative... The alternative is him being able to draw. Which I don't want. Crazy that we ended up going up against Mono Red, huh? Okay. Outside, coming down. That's a land, that's good. We'll put down the Sentinel's Eyes just so that we can grab that draw. Put down the land. And that'll be it for us. We'll have to take that 2 damage from the anus. What an anus that card is. Which means that if he has the... Wow. Sure. You go, pal. Actually, I think I'm just gonna... I don't know. Can I protect this? Sure, let's protect it. I don't care. Let's just deny, just for the sake of denying. Red. Just say, sort of like a fuck you. Sort of like a fuck you to him. We got Setessan Champion. We need land so that we can keep up with the Mono Red. Imagine that. The Mono Red has more land than you. How is that working out? How is that working out for you, buddy? The Mono Red has more land than you. Six, 7, 8. No block. No block. I don't give a shit. No block. You're gonna have to destroy it some other way. There's the land. We can put down Calyx. Take away his anus.
The selfish will be brought to order by my
Put it into the growth of season of growth. He's not gonna have any other way to deal with that anyway. To deal with the season of growth and oh wow. I don't know how I'm gonna. That's gonna be shock. Right. Jesus Christ. How did we end up? How did we end up going up against Mono Red? It was our last game, and matchmaking decides to say, "Hey, fuck you! No, you're not done. Keep playing." All right, I like this hand, despite the fact that we have 2 Scryland. I like it. I like it. It's good. It's good. It's good. As long as we're not up against Mono Red. Because, to be quite honest, it's not worth it. That's good. That's good. A land right there. That's good. Okay, White Weenie. We have a chance. We have a chance. It's White Weenie. I don't mind putting this down first. We could have put down the Transcendent Envoy to block the thing, which was probably would have been a better choice. But then he may have Pacify or some sort of other. Yeah. Okay. So when enchantment enters the battlefield, right? We'll play it. We'll play it out patiently. I think. So here's the deal. If we get another land, Bloodthirsty Aerialist. If we get another land, I'm thinking Setessan Champion. Life is a resource, right? Yeah. So I'm thinking that's gonna be 2. Draw for 2. 1, 2. Oh, that's good. That's really good. We can have the champion attack. It's fine. Sure. I mean, just for the sake of it. I mean, could have made a mistake. I don't know. He's also down to his last few cards, so he may be winning the board, but we are winning the hand wars. So he's getting 5 damage out of me, but I am winning the hand wars. The hand wars. Now, okay, this is an enchantment. It's gonna pump my Setessan Champion. Ping ping, the ping ping. It's also gonna make me draw. Ping ping and fuel me some more. But that's alright, because we have Banishing Light. We can use it on the Bloodthirsty Aerialist. Take it away. Wait, you have to have. Oh, right. 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 Yeah, that was a boo boo. So we can go in for 2. He's doing a lot of damage, but yeah, we can go in for the. We can have these 2 go in for the attack. I think I should start pumping all side. What do you think? What do you think? Oh, that's a lot of damage. Ooh boy. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. We can do this. No, we can do this. We can survive. I forgot. We got into a bit of a mistake there, but it's okay. It's okay. We can do this. Yeah, you better think. You better think hard, mister, because I'm winning the end game. Ah. You better think hard and long, because I'm winning this end game. So you got 2 all sides. We can pump our own all side. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. It's also got Setessan Training. We'll put that down on this big boy. Okay. Okay. So we're actually drawing a lot. Banishing Light to get rid of his all side. This is 4. Can't really do much with this. Return all cards from your graveyard to your battlefield. I think we should just start expending some of our cards and start putting them down. Okay. That is 8. We can actually still block that Bloodthirsty Aerialist. It's not over yet, mister. It's not over yet. Don't get ahead of yourself. It ain't over yet. So no attack. We'll bring this around. We'll make a 360-degree move here. Oh, right. It's got protection from white, and he can do. Oh. Focus spots. Focus. 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 We'll put down the season of growth. Boros. Boros. It does double strike, vigilance, and sure, I'll take that land. We're gonna need it. It has first strike, right? No, double strike, vigilance, trample. So, wow, that's a pretty strong card. So he's gonna be able to do, oh, jeez, his 2 damage. And he has another one. Okay. Transcendent Envoy, sure. Yeah, well, okay. We'll send that in. No, sometimes it does. It pays to. Ooh, whenever a creature you control attacks alone. Now just have it kill this. I mean, sure. I'll just have it kill this. Block, apply Charametra, so that it's indestructible. And we also get the draw from Season of Growth, right? Boom. And it strikes again, boom, and it dies. It has, oh, yeah, it had trample. So now that that has that effect, we have to. No, thank you. And we'll also put down outside so that we can scry the next one. No, thank you. Might as well put down. Yeah, no, we'll save 1 mana for outside, but I'm really not intent on using him. I might need him for heals, essentially. Okay. It has trample, which is kind of sad. It gets XX until end of turn, where X is the number of creature you control. So he also has 1, and that's 2. So he can do a total of 6 damage. Yeah, I feel, yeah. We're gonna have to let that through. And for somehow we're gonna have to find a way to right, it has vigilance. We're gonna have to find a way to okay. Okay. All that glitters, yeah, sure. If we can get this to if we can get it to survive, I might have to block with Destiny Spinner. Doesn't have first strike though. It has double strike. Doesn't have first strike. No, not until I can get outside pumped up enough for a heal. So I might have to use all that glitters as a means to heal with outside. So this kind of sucks. Oh my god, it can fly. Crap. 5/10. Woo! Ouch! Ouch! and vigilance, right? Ouchie, douchie. Okay, right. We did not draw any of. Okay. Moment of truth. Come on. Moment of truth. Even if outside dies, I'm okay. I'm okay with that. Because basically I'll heal for 11. I'll heal 11. And he just gives up. Okay, thank you.